The Wall Street Journal is reporting a major U-turn from billionaire Tesla CEO, once Trump whisperer, Elon Musk. Quote, Elon Musk pledged to start a political party. He is already pumping the brakes. Musk's idea of a third party began early this summer, but crystallized just over a month ago as the details of President Trump's agenda bill became more clear. He wrote, quote, if this insane spending bill passes, the America Party will be formed the next day. Well, July 4th, the bill signing happened. The next day, Musk announced, quote, the America Party. That was last month. It is now August. And Musk refuted the idea that he was changing plans. Of course, he did so in an X post. But we'll see if this actually goes forward. Again, my panel is back. The Wall Street Journal is saying no, and saying one of the reasons why is because he doesn't want to get sideways with J.D. Vance, who President Trump is effectively calling his heir apparent.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when it was first floated at the beginning of summer, you and I had a chat in your office. And one of the things we immediately said was, let's see when the paperwork is filed and he actually puts the money behind this.
Right.
So I think we're still in that place of waiting for that, right? And so the idea of, as you said, when he announced the America Party, announced is doing a lot of work in that sentence because we haven't seen what it means. Now, I do think the point you just made about Vance is really intriguing because given that we know Musk has been trying to get back in the good graces of the administration after the way that sort of exploded the relationship with the president, and the president has had kinder things to say about him more recently. But J.D. Vance currently is the RNC finance chair as well, so he is charged with raising all the money the party needs for the 2026 midterms, and he is the clear frontrunner for the Republican nomination in 2028. And so if indeed it is true that Vance's calculation is not wanting to get sideways with him, I mean, that says a lot to me about how you have made the determination that if you were to move forward with this, it would clearly be disadvantageous to the Republican Party, and you don't want to do that.
So there's that, and then there's also what is once again his day job, which is Tesla.
Right.
And let's just put up on the screen where the stock is. It started out the year as Donald Trump was being inaugurated. You know, you see there 423, and then really by the time he left, it had plummeted. Now it's back up a little bit, but that is still no doubt something that a lot of people are looking at. Not only him, but members of the Tesla board.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of his journey in politics, like when he helped get the president elected, and then it kind of went because he saw his influence sort of wane in the wake of Doge, and wasn't able to convince Congress and convince his allies, Trump's allies in Congress, to take out or put in the things that he wanted in that bill. And we also saw the limits of his influence in places like Wisconsin, where he spent a bunch of money on that judicial race and it didn't work out. So it does, and I think a lot of his investors were saying you need to be focused back on your companies instead of in politics. And listen, forming a new party is hard. It is, I mean, expensive, but, you know, it's J.D. Vance, Elon Musk, that's all relative. But it requires so much on the groundwork and so much attention to detail. It's hard to say that that's something he really wants to focus on when he has all of these other things going on.
Seeing that Tesla graph also reminds me of the reason why Elon Musk and Trump kind of broke up in a way. I mean, it was the clean energy tax credits, it was the one big beautiful bill and the provisions in it. You know who's tasked with selling the one big beautiful bill right now? That's J.D. Vance. He's been the
Right.
prominent member of the administration traveling the country, almost becoming the face of that package. So now how does that impact the relationship between, you know, the richest man in the world and somebody who at this point represents the future of the party?
He's going to Georgia today.